Ian, we're in the crossbar tonight, having just signed Kemy Agustien. What can you tell us about your latest addition to the squad?
I think he adds quality. Obviously, when a player of Kemy's ability becomes available, it interests me. I want to try and better the team as much as I possibly can. You can't ever stand still in football. And when the opportunity arises, I wanted to have a good look at him, which we did on Friday. More for fitness more than anything, because I've known of him for a while, and I know what he can do and his ability. So it's fantastic that we've been able to get it over the line. And as I say, he makes us stronger, and that's what's important.
How did the move come about?
So basically, our chief scout, Paul Ogden, gave me a call last week to say Kemy was available. Would I take a look at him? I said, of course, no problem. I'd love to. And midfield certainly is a place where I've been looking to strengthen. But the way we play, it's difficult to recruit players to be able to do what I demand of them, and Kemy can do it in abundance. So after we saw he was fit, healthy on Friday, it was a no-brainer to try and get him to sign and get it over the line.
And with Jason Taylor suspended this Saturday, couldn't have come at a better time, really?
Of course, and as I said, you can't stand still in football. It's time to improve and move forwards. Kemy will be thrown straight in. I believe he's ready for it, and he'll show everyone what he can do. He's a fantastic player, and we're very lucky to have him.
You've had a 2-week break since the narrow defeat at A.F.C. How's that gone for you?
Really good. It's been great that, you know, for the first time I've been able to choose and select a fully fit squad for this weekend. Players like Reece Turner back from injury, Matty Alston, Jacob Lives back in contention, Josh Granite's back, Dan Jones is back. As I say, just Tails being suspended is the one negative, but it's been fantastic. Training's been great all week. They've shown a fantastic attitude. Today it was really intense but good quality, and I'm excited for this weekend.
You played the under-21s here last Friday. How did you see that as a game and as an exercise?
It was a great exercise. I think the lads' attitude was spot on. Sometimes when you play against the kids, so to speak, they can not put the effort in what's required, but they all did that, especially with the weather conditions. It was awful weather, and the fact that there was 250 odd fans turn up shows and speaks volumes as to where this club's heading. It's great that everyone's buying into the new chairman, investors, and getting really, you know, back in the club, getting behind it. And I think, you know, we're all feeling really positive for the future.
The under-21s equipped themselves very well as well?
They did great, and again, can't speak highly enough of their attitude and the way they handled it. I thought for the first half especially, they give a really good account of themselves. Second half, obviously, because they're not full-time training, the fitness issue showed up, and we managed to take advantage of that. But, you know, it's a pleasure that the game was played in good spirits. Both teams acquitted themselves really well, and again, we're looking forward to 3 points on Saturday.
Tyler Smith fit again?
Tyler's fit again. That's another one I didn't mention. Forget about him, but yeah, Tyler's fit, firing on all cylinders, ready for Saturday.
What do we know about Eastleigh?
The same as most teams. They're a big side. They are very dangerous from set pieces, as are most teams in this division. They have a sprinkling of quality, experience quality. Mark Yates and Reader Johnson, players that have played a lot higher. But as I've said many times, I think if, you know, we show up and do the things that we do and play as well as we can, then we're more than a match for any team, and I fancy us to beat any team.
Although obviously it was a big negative going out of the FA Cup, do you think that the break's actually been a good thing?
I think so, because I've seen kind of the spark return to the players again. I think for a few weeks now, with the injuries we've been carrying and the workload on the same group has been difficult. We had a couple of negative results, but we haven't been playing badly. It's just been bad spells, really. Bad 20 or 30 minutes that have cost us games. But the experienced ones are all back now, all fit, fire and ready to go. Being out the cup's not ideal, but again, it's given us a chance to refresh and move forwards. And I'm feeling positive. You know, I look at the squad today, and I spoke to Lewis, the analyst, and Callum, the physio, on the way up here. All of a sudden, we look a really, really strong squad. And that's what I've been wanting, that's what I've been after, to have that choice, that selection to choose from. And the way we play, as I said, I believe we're more than a match for anyone on our day. It's about what we do, not about any opposition.
I don't expect you to tell me the answer to this question in detail, but have you decided on your lineup for Saturday?
Yes, it's been difficult, I must say. Not just for the 11, for the 16. As I said, I've got 22 fit players now, 22 lads that can all come in and do a job. It has been tough, but I'm kind of almost there in my head now. We need to get players up to speed as quickly as possible, and if that means throwing them in the deep end, we need to do that. But they have serious amounts of quality players like Reece, Kemy, that can come in and change games and do a job for us. So yeah, it's a squad game. Players have got to respect the decision I make. I do it for a reason and give us the best chance of winning a football match on a Saturday. But it is a team game, it's a squad game, and we all must stay positive because they'll all be needed at some stage.
I think we've got something like 4 games in the next 2 or 3 weeks with the Tuesday night thrown in, so you will need your squad.
And we've shown that we can pick up injuries and suspensions just like that. It's that quick in football, everything can change overnight. So we'll need everybody. I'll speak to the players that I'm leaving out, I'll speak to the players that aren't involved, because it's important that they get clarity and honesty from me as to where we're at and why I'm doing it, and what they need to do to improve and get in the team. Everyone gets that, and they'll get that again this week, and hopefully we'll go into Saturday with a positive frame of mind and win 3 points.
Have you any thoughts of loaning players out to get them up to speed? Possibly.
Again, that's something we're looking at. Paul Ogden, I've given Paul a list of who I'd like to loan out to get them up to speed and match fit. So I think he's on with that now.
One person we haven't mentioned for a while who had a shoulder operation, local lad Nathan Waterston. How's his recovery coming
Nathan's doing really well. It wasn't ideal, the injury at the time he got it, because we were short on numbers and he probably would have played a lot more than he has done. But the operation was a success. I think he's rehabbing really well. He's not able to drive yet, so that's difficult with him coming down to Barrow, but Callum and himself are in touch daily and to what he needs to do, how he needs to improve, what he needs to work on. I think he's close again to being able to drive, coming into training again and being around the lads.
One thing we haven't really touched on, because we didn't do an interview after the A.F.C. game, Joel Dixon's come back into the side after Andy Firth had a long spell between the sticks. How have you seen that?
Yeah, we're blessed that we've got 2 young, fantastic keepers, both highly rated. I thought Firthy had done great initially, and I just think the last few weeks, coinciding with our lack of wins and form, he'd lost a bit of confidence. And with these young players, sometimes you need to take them out of the limelight, let them regroup, recover, mentally recover more than anything, and give Joel a chance. Joel's worked really hard to get back from injury. He's looked really sharp in training. He's waited for his opportunity, and now he'll get a run of games to show me what he can do.
Do the 2 of them get on well?
They get on well, yeah. They're both lovely lads, great lads, not a bad bone in the body. They work really hard day in, day out with our new goalie coach, Lewis. We're doing as best we can to get them up to speed and get them fit and give them what they need. But we are blessed to have 2 young goalkeepers of that quality.
That's great. Thank you very much.
Thank you.